I really was looking forward to this because I lost someone in my life, but I first want to talk really about your
Sure.
history and what your first experience was like when you realized that you had this. I mean, it is a gift,
A
right?
gift,
Yeah.
a gift. You know, I always say to people, I don't mean to quote Lady Gaga, but I was literally born this way. I mean, I did not wake up one day and say to my parents, you know what, mom and dad, I want to talk to dead people for a living. You know, for me, I always sensed and felt spirit. It's been a journey for me, you
Yeah.
know, and I think what people can also connect with and understand is when you think what you experience in life, everyone else has,
Mhm.
whether it be growing up as a child, the way you went to school, your family life, even what you experience when you lose a loved one. And it
Mhm.
just isn't so.
Mhm.
Everyone is different and there is no right or wrong way.
Right.
And, you know, it took me a long time. So it wasn't until I would say I was about 28 when things really came to the height where, I mean, I was so crippled with my anxiety that I could not leave my house.
But what was happening? Like,
So,
were
because
people talking to you? Like, what was? Yeah.
I'm going to use this as an example because this literally happened. I was in Bed Bath and Beyond. And it was a way that I was like testing out my gift when I first found out that I had the ability not only to connect with my own loved ones, but everyone else's.
Mhm.
Um, because I would have this problem where I would leave my house, go into a store,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden I would feel like I couldn't breathe. So I would leave the store
Right.
and then I would feel better. And what I found out was because I'm empathic and I feel and take on other people's emotions the same way that I feel the souls of the departed, they will make me feel how they died. So one time I tested when I was understanding my gift. I was in Bed Bath and Beyond and I made myself stay there. I was in an aisle and I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was just going to die of a heart attack and just drop dead. And I'm like, I'm talking to myself, just stay here, just stay here. And all of a sudden this woman comes walking up to me and she says, she was hysterical crying. She says, can you please help me? What sheets do you like? And I picked out these sheets. I said, the ones on the left. And she said, those are the ones my husband would have picked. She said, my husband died unexpectedly of a heart attack. And I'm trying to redo the room, but I still wanted our bedroom, but I wanted to still incorporate him in it. She says, so thank you. And I had no idea that I was literally channeling her husband at that
Right.
point.
That you were like feeling his pain.
Yes, I
Oh
was
my
feeling how he
God.
died and then like
Yes.
helping her pick out the sheets. And,
Oh my
you know,
God. But I can imagine that it's probably extremely tiring and emotional for you.
actually, for me, when I don't work is when it becomes tiring because I'm still, say, feeling and taking things on, but I'm not releasing it. It actually
Okay.
takes more energy for me to block or not acknowledge a soul than it is for me to just say what it is that I need to say. Even if nobody lost a loved one, it's to acknowledge on how we really have to take care of ourselves
Mhm.
spiritually,
Mhm.
physically, and more importantly, mentally.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
everyone is different, and we have to find what works for us. But we
Right.
owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our souls and our spirits to be able to do that.
Right. I mean, and that's what I try to figure out because I lost my dad 7 years
Mhm.
ago, and trying, I'm always trying to figure out how to
Mhm.
connect with him.
Just said to me, he goes, Teresa, he goes, I show my daughter all the time that I'm present, but she doesn't always put the pieces together that it's me. She'll think it, she'll go, could dad? And then she'll be like, oh, like brushes it off. So signs and communicating with the souls of the departed is the root. Cause I just said to your dad, I go, I felt a father presence the second we started connecting. And
Mhm.
I said to your dad, I go, why didn't you step forward first? He's like, my daughter was nipping at the bud. She didn't know if she should say something. And then she had a little fear, Teresa, that, oh my God, what if my dad doesn't show up today?
Yeah.
He goes, fat chance that wasn't going to happen. But would that be your dad's personality?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Hmm.
my dad, my I was very, very, very close with my dad. We had a
Mm-hmm.
business together.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, don't tell me too much
okay,
in
won't
case if your
tell you.
dad, in case if
He
your
says
dad
he
wants
said,
to continue,
okay,
with some
talking to
messages,
you.
because you
Yeah.
have to understand. I should probably explain to your listeners on
Yes,
how
please.
this kind of works for me. It just,
Yes, please.
I can't I don't summon souls. They
Okay.
have to step forward and make their presence known to me.
Uh-huh.
So how that happens is a soul will step forward. I will feel the bonds and relationship on how you knew them.
Uh-huh.
Because like sometimes I might say to someone, oh, did you lose the brother? And they'll say, well, no, I didn't lose my brother, but I lost my best friend. He was like my brother. It's
Right,
that
right,
bond
right.
that we share with them. And then they make me feel how they departed.
Got it. Got it.
And
Got it.
then they will talk about things that are holding you back from healing.